Conference time for the traveling Golden State Warriors today. We're live at the FedEx Forum here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, as the Grizzlies try to defend their home court. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports for myself, Kevin Harlan, and my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Welcome, everyone. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Barnes in the three slot. Here's Curry.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position and rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Gasol with the steal. And slam dunk by Randolph.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Grizzlies on defense. 4-point game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Left side Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
12 seconds with the shot clock. 12.
Off the inbound pass. Curry with another miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And stolen by Barnes. Thompson inside the line. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
Gasol is screen on Curry. That's good.
Boy, Gasol with a punishing pick that time.
Here's Curry. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
Here's Thompson. Cans the shot from the wing.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Conley, the pass to Allen. It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Green kicks to Barnes. Left side Curry. Outside Green. Thompson dishes to Curry. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Bogut kicks to Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Over in the corner, Allen. Into Marcus Gasol. Boom, he jams it straight down. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
The feed to Conley. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Conley. And another basket for Memphis.
And Mike Conley last season with a career high in scoring, over 17 points a game. Because of injuries, he had to shoulder a bigger burden offensively, but he did it really well.
Now here's Curry. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Curry.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
They get it back. Out to the right wing. Back to Allen. Into Zach Randolph. And the shot is good. Randolph's got his second basket of the game. And for Mike Conley, a nice balance offensively, scoring and setting up his team.
You know, not to mention Kevin scoring in the paint or the perimeter now. He's got the three-point shot working for him. He's able to attack off the dribble. He's gotten better at drawing fouls, and I like everything I've seen about his development and growth as a point guard.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Zach Randolph. And that's good. Steph Curry for three. Curry's got 6 points.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Pass to Thompson.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
And Thompson worked hard on his explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered against... Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bringing down the house. Oh, as nasty as it gets.
That's a good thing, right, Clark?
Yeah, it sure is. That's a good nasty.
Because that dunk was great.
It was awesome.
There's good nasty and there's bad nasty. That was good nasty. Let's get that straight, Kelly.
Out to Carter. Wide open shot is on the money. Carter's got his first basket.
Has pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Back to Curry. Another miss by Curry.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Here's Lure. Pass to Udrich. In the corner, it's Koufos. To the right side. Fades and shoots. That's good from Udrich. On the assist by Koufos.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right. A terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Well, don't you love to see players working together in that fundamental play? Fun to watch.
And Green gets it to go.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
And that's a foul called on Beno Udrich. That's his first foul. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here's Livingston. Here's Lee. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Now Udrich. Pass to Carter. Lets it go. And another basket for Memphis.
You know, they've been doing an excellent job, Kevin, on the offensive boards here, keeping the ball alive and then converting those second chances when they get them.
Right side, Lee. Feeds to Barbosa. There's the triple. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside, Green. And it's Carter penetrating. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, a pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Kufis kicks to Green. Dishes it to Kufis. He feeds it to Lure. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. Carter. And he slams it one-handed.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
You know, if you look back at the Grizzlies season last year, it'd be hard not to say it was a case of them not getting out of the gate as strongly as they wanted to, and then the injury to Gasol creating a situation where they never quite fully caught up.
There's the screen. Lure the pass to Kufis. The try by Iguodala. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
How about the work on the offensive glass to this point, guys?
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Green, he's checked in for John Lure. And it's Nick Calathes in for Udrih. Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And it's Carter penetrating. And another basket for Memphis.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
Warriors trailed by 8. Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lee. Blocked. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. The Warriors shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got 8 points.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
There's the pass to Carter. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Lee. Green with the block.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've gotten every rebound, but
Thompson for 3. A second chance effort. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted. Well, David Lee, a 2-time All-Star. Over the past 5 seasons, he's averaged about 19 points and over 10 boards a game. Impressive numbers.
And David Lee is so consistently productive, and yet he's had his critics.
Well, I think part of it is because people tend to focus on what guys can't do sometimes instead of all the things they do. And David Lee gives you consistent production as a scorer, as a finisher, and he's an underrated passer as well. And you know what you're going to get from him every time he steps between those lines. Great effort and pretty consistent production.
Thompson misses.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
And Jeff Green drops them both. And Jeff Green, not a big rebounder, struggles guarding in the low block. What do you think, Clark, is his best position?
You know, it's hard for me to say, Kevin. I think he's probably just a 3/4. I think at the 4 he has a little bit more of a quickness advantage. So I would probably look to playing him at that position.
Livingston hits both of them. With all that Sean Livingston went through with his horrific injury a few years back, You know, Steve, it's amazing just to see him out there on the floor playing basketball.
Yeah, I remember seeing that live. It was one of the most awful things to see on a basketball court. And I just have so much respect for Livingston, the way he's continued to grind it out and carve out a career for himself. He's become a very, very good player.
And it's Memphis on the break. Green with the ball.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Thompson from long range. Iguodala outside. Thompson right side. Lets the three fly. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 11 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. On the wing, Green. There's the dish to Kufis. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half part.
The Warriors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. And so Thompson nails both of them. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. David Lee is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Livingston in the 1 spot. It's Thompson off the drive. Lets the 3 fly. Kicks it out to Iguodala. It's tipped. Golden State moving it around. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Iguodala. Thompson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. It's Allen on the wing. Out to Lee. Shoots the 3. And it's Spates with the rebound.
Good solid defense on the perimeter there, challenging the shot and not fouling.
Even the best shooters can be bothered by his defense.
Conley with a wide open look. Out to Lee. Launches it. Lee with another miss. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Lee. Kicks it to Livingston. And here's Iguodala outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. The drive by Lee. No good with the layup.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Thompson with the bucket.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Thompson for the triple. Good D by Lee. Memphis trailing here. Conley kicks to Randall. Allen outside. He dishes it to Gasol. Turn around Jay. That's good. Gasol's got 6 points. Guys, as you were talking about, Memphis not a big budget franchise or one with a history that runs so deep that often fans overlook them.
That may be true, but it's given the Grizzlies a very underdog attitude that I think the franchise and the team and the fans have embraced. Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Thompson for three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists in the game. Conley kicks to Gasol. The jump hook. And it's Memphis with another.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Here is Livingston, defended by Allen. The 8-footer. Shot's good by Lee. Lee's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Great last-second decision to pull that shot back and make the feed instead.
Allen passes to Conley. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Lee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by Thompson. The try by Lee. Here's Randolph. That's good. Randolph's got 6.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
There's the double team with Allen. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Lee. Second shot opportunity. Thompson dishes to Livingston. The outside leaner. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Livingston. Thompson's got 27 points.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Plenty of room around him, and it's good. He's got 29 points.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, Klay Thompson, the son of former #1 draft pick Michael Thompson, but totally different games. His father was a big man who kind of played inside. Klay, a swing man, just a knockdown shooter from deep.
The Warriors making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Lee outside. Inside to Gasol. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. For Harrison Barnes, it's been a lifelong goal to play in the NBA. Back in high school in Iowa, to raise travel money for tournaments, Barnes, his mother, and his sister would go to Iowa State Cyclones games and collect recyclables. Barnes said, "You learn from those times. They build something in you. I know what it took for me to get here." Kevin sounds like some character.
And his hard work continues, Doris. Thank you. Here's Randolph. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Randolph's got 8 points.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
Lee with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Gasol kicks to Lee. And it's Gasol penetrating. Just 5 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gasol's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Lee passes to Randall. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play.
Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Here's Gasol. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Curry with the steal. Stolen by Randolph. There's Lee with the 3. Kept alive. Goes back up. And it's Memphis with another.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Here's Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jeff Green is checked in for the Grizzlies. Carter comes in for Allen. Curry attacking. Now the pass to Bogut. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Carter kicks to Randolph. Outside Conley. Back to Randolph. Shot clock at 6. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Here's Gasol. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Conley dishes to Carter. Back to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Curry. Conley into the lane. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Holiday. Warriors trail by 8. The Warriors packing Oracle Arena with plans for a new arena on the San Francisco waterfront by 2018. I've seen pictures. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can only imagine. One of the great fan bases in all of basketball. Change of location from their original intended spot on the piers, the spot known as Mission Bay, about a mile south.
And a new coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Carter, the pass to Gasol. Left block shot on the way. That's good. Gasol's got 18 points in the game.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
They get it back. Bogut kicks to Holiday. Barnes dishes to Holiday. Tries again. They kick it out to Green. Gasol with the steal. From about 16. That's good. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Well, and you look at the hurdles the Warriors have faced with their planned arena site on the piers. Political, bureaucrats, financial issues, and the cost of renovating the piers. But with their new site, those issues pretty much gone. Easy to see why they went in another direction.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. No good with the triple.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Conley into the lane. And that one's good. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
And for the Warriors, a new line called the Central Subway, under construction, is expected to have a stop a block away from the new arena. So really good public access when that happens. And that's really good to hear, especially for Oakland fans still hoping to attend the game.
Curry with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 12 in the game. Outside, Green. They get a hand on it. Three-pointer. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
He had a great start from the arc. And he's kicked it up even another notch here in the second.
The dive for the ball. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Gasol again. Bogut. Again, Memphis.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Curry outside. No good. Good work defensively by Conley.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
He kicks to Carter. The feed to Gasol. Shoots from 8. The Warriors pull it in. Bogut's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Outside Carter. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. Grizzlies lead by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor has been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Conley and Allen are the guard set. Zebo and Marcus Gasol are up front. And it's Lee in the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. 5 to shoot. It's Curry with the drive. Good. Curry's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Warriors. Well, you look at the numbers for the Warriors last season. Their offense revolved around Steph Curry, and no surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. The numbers were staggering. I mean, with Curry on the floor, they were right at the top of the league in offensive efficiency. And when he sat down, they were the worst. A lot was on his shoulders, and he carried that burden well.
And Conley drops them both.
And Curry, not just a factor offensively with his scoring, of course, but driving, making plays for others. And I think the departure of Jared Jack really allowed Curry to take on a larger playmaking role. He showed he was ready for that.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Launches it. No good from Lee.
You talk about all of the gaudy numbers for Curry last season. Extremely impressive offensively. But there's one number he'd like to cut down on, and that's the turnover. Second most in the league last season. And he'd be the first to tell you he knows he can do better, and I'm confident he will.
Thompson for the triple. And the Warriors miss again. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Here's Randolph. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Randolph's got 10. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got 11 rebounds in the game. And a wide open look for Lee. And that one goes long.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Green. And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Randolph. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And 12 points for Zach Randolph.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
It's Curry outside. And he gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work. But there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Conley against Barnes. Thompson comes with the double team. Conley kicks to Allen. Randolph dishes to Gasol. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Shots good by Lee.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
You have to give credit to the Grizzlies for being right in the playoff race to the very end last season. Certainly, nobody wanted to see them in the first round.
Conley against Barnes. Back to Conley. Lock at 6. Again, Memphis.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
Curry attacking to stop the run. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the left side wing. And stolen by Barnes. Thompson right side. Launches a 3. And that one's good. Thompson's got 32 points in the game.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Golden State also making some changes. Lazili comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And that one's good, Barnes.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch 4 and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be, and they brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him, because he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And you know, I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
They set the pick. Green, the pass to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yeah, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Gets to the corner and buries it. Curry's got 25 points. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. And Udrich kicks to Green. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Green's got 14 points for the game.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Here's Curry with the three. They get the rebound. They double team Curry. Puts up a three. And that one's good. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
The three. Another three for Golden State.
Absolutely on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's where he's getting his points.
Pass to Green. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got 4 assists in the game.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Here's Lure. Fires for 3. Warriors trail by 15. Green with a screen for Curry. They double team Curry. Green dishes to Curry. Fires the 3. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Udrih the pass to Green. Carter inside the 3-point line. Money from the wing. Carter's got 13.
They've been splashing home those 3s since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Here's the 3. Shot's good. 34 points for Steph Curry.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Green kicks to Udrih. To the inside. Memphis moving it around. Green inside the 3-point line. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Warriors trail by 16. Curry outside. There's the block. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Azili. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2-point possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
On the wing, Iguodala, defended by Carter. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam, you're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Udrih dishes to Lure. Pass to Koufos. Just 4 to shoot. From the wing. And Jeff Green again. Green's got 21 in the game. And stolen by Udrih. And here's the fast break. Udrih leading the way. That's good. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities and scoring some easy baskets.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Koufos. Randolph comes in for Lure. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Green. And Allen subbed in for Vince Carter. Lee kicks to Allen. Left side Gasol. The jump hook. And it's good off the glass. Gasol's got 6 in the quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And another basket for Memphis.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
And here's Thompson. He's got 32. Lee with the steal. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Woo-hoo-hoo, Kevin. They're firing on all cylinders. That shot caps a nice run going into the final quarter.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Memphis out in front as they end the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 23 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Maurice Spates out there with David Lee, and it's Livingston in at the point. So it's the Grizzlies now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Lee. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Randolph.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
The turnaround Jay. Here's Gasol. Banked in off the glass. Gasol's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Thompson for the triple. That one goes. Count it.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Tipped away. Iguodala with the steal. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Conley, the pass to Lee. Back to Conley. From deep three-point range. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here is Livingston, covered by Conley. Thompson again. Allen. Shot clock at 6. Thompson misses. Memphis leading by 22. Randolph kicks to Conley. Allen dishes to Gasol.
Guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
And it's Memphis with another. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Livingston. Can't hit. Excellent D there from Allen. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala. The Grizzlies last season acquiring Courtney Lee in a trade with the Celtics.
They were in a bit of a catch-22 type situation. They had athletic wing defenders and long-range shooters, but they didn't have a lot of players who could do both. So they got Courtney Lee, and he's played big minutes for them because he can do both.
Passes to Allen. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Randolph passes to Allen. Looking for Conley. He gets it there. 3 on the clock. Shoots from the block. Warriors with the rebound.
And Courtney Lee acquired in exchange for Jared Bayless. You know, he started as mostly a corner three-point shooter, but he's expanded his range and now can shoot from pretty much anywhere along the arc.
And it's Conley penetrating. Oh, wide open look for Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Gasol with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Oh, my God. High wire flying. That'll drop your jaw.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Did you get an assist and a field goal for that? I mean, that was ridiculous.
It's Gasol missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Barbosa, and it's blocked by Gasol. Lee with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Allen gets to Conley. Here's Randolph. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
He used that pick to get in close.
Very well executed pick to give them all kinds of space to get that one off.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Sean Livingston last season played really well for the Nets. He backed up Darren Williams, who was dealing with injuries, and also started for much of the year, helping keep the team afloat.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Kufis checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. Jeff Green is checked in for Lee. And it's Carter in for Allen. The Warriors also with a sub. Azili's checked in.
And Livingston at 6'7" possesses rare size for the point guard spot. He uses his length defensively. He's able to play off his man and still has the ability to challenge shots and contest shots. So he's a smart, talented basketball player.
Here's Iguodala.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3. And Livingston, a reluctant long-range shooter, but aside from that, Steve, able to do a lot of things to help you win.
Yeah, I love this guy. I mean, a stat sheet stuffer. He fills up a box score in every category. The length, the versatility, the unselfishness, and the defensive awareness as well.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here is Livingston. Lee is screen on Green. And Barbosa has it in the corner. Stolen. 3-on-3. It's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Lee. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Fader on the way. And that one's good. 24 points for Conley.
You don't see the wide open fadeaway shot too often.
Livingston, no luck.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, over the years we've seen injuries bother the same people over the course of their careers, while other players seem to stay healthy. And it may be just genetic makeup, it could be off-season training, but it does seem that staying healthy can almost be considered a skill rather than just luck of the draw.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol's checked in for Kufis. Randolph comes in for Green. Lee's checked in for Green. And Tony Allen subbed in for Carter.
This is unbelievable. What a shooting exhibition we're seeing out there today.
Injury management, such a big part, Clark, of the game today. So many factors going to staying healthy in the NBA and all sports for that matter. How a player is built, how they train, how they play. And then there's that X factor, luck.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. I mean, we used to talk about the durability of what Russell Westbrook, a player who really hadn't missed a game since his high school days, and then all of a sudden a player crashes into his knee and he's out and has multiple repercussions from that. So as a player and even as a broadcaster, I like to say you've got to control what you can control.
And the dunk by Barnes.
It doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse throwdown like that.
Clark, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Well, he's already got a pretty good one, too, Kevin. It's only going to get better with plays like that.
And the basket good. Gasol's got 40 points.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Wow. What can you say?
Right side, Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 42 points for Marc Gasol.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That makes it 4 turnovers for him now. He's just been lazy with the ball in his hands, fellas.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Loses the defender with the screen and drip. Curry's got 39.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots. They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Yeah, reliable weapon, and that's a sign that the offense is working. They're really moving the ball well and finding good opportunities.
Here's Gasol. Great D that time from Green.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Allen kicks to Gasol. It's stolen by Bogut. Thompson from long range. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Conley with it. Now Green defending. Takes it from 10. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got 44.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Lee kicks to Conley. Inside to Gasol. It's stolen by Green. Thompson for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Now here's Lee. Feeds to Gasol. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Bogut. And for the Warriors, they're shooting for the game at 42%. It's Curry outside. Zach Randolph with the rebound.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for them.
They get it back. That's tipped. It's stolen by Bogut.
Yeah, no way you can come back from this deficit.
Just not enough time left on the clock.
Wow, this 4th quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Mark Gasol, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here comes Curry. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team...